Hey there YouTube fans, AC Productions here, and today I'll be showing you how to install these wide platform pegs on your 2015 Yamaha R3. Tools needed for the job will be pliers, 5mm Allen key, and some thread lock. What comes in the package here are these small little pins right here. And what these pins are for the peg here. Once you install it, you don't want it to be spinning around. So once we get to this part, they go inside here and they lock in place. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, first you're going to have to remove your old peg, and you're going to need your pliers. Okay, so you want to get your cotter pin removed. Okay, once you get your cotter pin removed, take out this pin right here very carefully, because there is a spring inside that allows the peg to go like that when you get too close on the lean, and that's what all this piece over here to let you know that you're touching your peg on the floor. So pop this pin out and hold it in place while you do it. And then just carefully remove it away, holding the pin in place. That way you know how to put the new pin or the new spring on the new peg. Okay, so get your new peg just right here. Look at the way this one is, just to make sure that notice that the curve is on this side. So let's flip it over, and flat on that side, flat on that side. Okay, then remove your spring and just transfer it over. Okay, and then from here, put the peg back onto your bike. Okay, then what you want to do is get your pin and put it back in its spot. You may want to tap it. Sometimes it's a little hard to get it in place. It'll pull it back and it should be able to spring forward. Okay, once you get to that part, you could put your cotter pin back in its spot. You don't have to fold it back in yet, but at least it'll prevent the pin from popping out if you're working on it. Okay, at this time you want to get your Allen key and take out this screw right here. At the same time holding the peg, because you don't want it to fall off. And if you look inside the peg, you're going to see these little notches. These pins that I showed you earlier, they're going to go, well, they're going to go on this part right here. There is 4 spots for them, and they're going to correspond to the spots here. So once you put them in place, it locks the peg in place so it doesn't move around after you tighten the bolt. Okay, at this time you want to get your thread lock and put a little bit of thread lock onto this bolt here. So after you find your correct setting of where you think the pedal will be most comfortable, Loctite will dry and you'll be all set. Okay, so after you put your thread lock, just put the bolt right through here. And as a precaution, I just laid a towel on the floor, because those pins are very small and I do not want to lose them or them fall somewhere where I can't find them. Okay, once you put your pins in, it should be looking like this, one on each side. So I put one here and one here on opposite ends. Now let's put the peg on. Once you figure out a position where you want your peg, just tighten on the bolt. So I'd figure something like this, alongside where the brake pedal should be. Should give me enough platform there. I should be comfortable there. So now I'm just going to tighten down the bolt. It doesn't have to be extremely or over exaggerated tight, just tight enough. There you go. Once you tighten down the bolt, say you put your foot here and you're riding, you don't like this position, just loosen up the bolt and reposition the peg. Now for the other side. Once you're done here, don't forget to bend back your cotter pin so it doesn't vibrate off. Okay, next, now that we're on the other side, you want to do the same thing. You want to remove the cotter pin. So let's get started on that. Okay, get the pin out removed. Okay, it wasn't that easy to take it out. That's why I had paused it, and I'm showing you that part. It's kind of hard to get it out, but figure I fast forward it, that way you don't see me trying to fight with it. Anyway, so once you get the little cotter pin out, same thing as the other side, just pop the pin out over here, and then pull it out, while still holding the spring inside the peg. Okay, you want to grab your other peg, and if you want to note the position of how you took this one out, you can see that the flat side is on this side, so on this peg, the flat side's here, curved part's here, same as that one. So then you just transfer over the spring, just pull it out of here, same way you took it out, and put it on your new peg. Okay, once you have it in your new peg, just put back your peg here. So put your peg in here, while still holding the spring in place, and then put your pin back. Okay, once you get it started going on your on the holder, you may want to just give it a little bit of a tap to get it all the way in. You want to unscrew it here. And the reason I kept the peg on while installing this is because it gives you a little bit more leverage if you need to pull it in or push it out when installing this pin. Without it, it makes it a little more difficult. That's why I kept this part on. Okay, so now let's unscrew this and let's put a little thread lock on this piece right here. Alright, then you want to grab your little pins and then place it right over, just like on the other side. One on this side and one on that side. Once you place your pins, it should look like this. One on this side and one on that side. Now let's put the peg back on. Okay, let's get the peg on there. Just lightly thread it on. Okay, next you want to find a position where you think you'll feel comfortable with your foot. Just doing it as a reference. Probably just have it right there for now. Okay, once you find your spot, just tighten up the bolt. There you go. Should spring right back. Okay, after you tighten the bolt, don't forget to put your cotter pin back in. Okay, that concludes our installation for the wide pegs installation. I will have a link below on the description of where I purchased these pegs. And once I've gotten on the bike and tried them out, they're actually very comfortable. It's a lot better feeling to have an actual platform to put your foot on compared to a just peg. Please like, subscribe, leave any comments below if you'd like to see future videos, and thanks for watching.